Hey, what's going on? Welcome home. I'm Broken Boy. You're awesome. And this time, I'm talking about Daemon X Machina, the demo. Now, the great thing about this is it's free, and it gives us a chance to really take a look at the game and see what we want from it and what we can expect from it at this time. So, I'm going to go through those steps really quick, and I'll meet you on the other side. So far, have completing the demo. It's probably around 2 or 3 hours. It's not very long at all, but it is very, very fun, very fast, and super, super cool. So here's how it starts. You have a wonderful character customization setup. This is a lot of fun. Personally, to me, I made my character look like Jack from Jak and Daxter, because it's my favorite character probably of all time. But I have the option to make him. There isn't an extensive amount, but you can make a fun character that helps you represent yourself, which is a lot of fun. It's very important to me to be able to represent myself in a video game. Right after character customization, there's not a huge amount of cutscenes. There are these strange cutscenes that happen before orders when you get your briefing, where these characters you don't really see or talk to chat up, do some kind of strange character building, and then you actually get to do the order. The way the menu is set up, it's a hub world, which I was super excited for. Here's the thing. There's only one access menu, and that is right in the middle. The rest of the hangar, completely empty. There are things there, but there's no other menus. So really, it's a hub world to get to the one menu. So you get to the actual menu, which has the option of orders, hangar, and options. So there's not a whole lot in that menu, but once you get into it, once you get to customizing your mech, you get a couple of cool things. You can stylize your paint. Once you've completed a few orders, you can actually change the pieces on your mech. I didn't get to a point where I actually had a customized mech that I felt represented me. However, the items that I picked up and put on my mech did make it easier. So you do get stronger arms, legs, torsos, heads for like durability. The weapons didn't vary a huge amount yet, and I did only get, 3 hours into the game technically. It's a demo. Once you get into an order, after you get through those strange little cutscenes, you get into your mech. This was exhilarating. You get in this 20-ton beast of metal, and you're gliding across the ground. It's very swift, it's very quick, and you're shooting out rapid bullets with an assault rifle, and then you've also got these wonderful missiles and a big old shield. You do get melee weapons, which I did not get to experiment with. I didn't actually earn any for some reason. I don't know if they're in the demo, but it does look like there are melee weapons available, which I'm super excited about. I know that I expect this. Right away, the movement was kind of clunky for me. I'm used to playing Splatoon 2s. This made it very difficult for me, considering you have to press B to ascend and press your left analog stick to descend. With this mechanic, it makes it a little difficult when you're not using motion controls. You can't move your camera while you're ascending, and that makes it very difficult for combat. However, once I got used to it, it wasn't that big of a deal. I would prefer motion controls. However, this still was a fast and fun experience. You get to this big old boss, and they showed it in the trailer, and you get to play it in the demo. It's this giant spider mech, and there are multitudes of ways to how to beat it. There are certain weak points that I'm not going to tell you about, but it was so much fun to actually break apart that mech and really know how to take it down. It doesn't talk about that in the briefing. It takes a few attempts sometimes, at least it did for me. There were weak points on the mech that really made a difference to the gameplay. You couldn't just shoot at it. You had to shoot at specific points so that you could actually break down its durability, or like pain threshold. They called it damage threshold. You lowered their damage threshold, and you got it closer to, exploding from your explosions. So now that I've rambled on a little bit about the game, what you can expect is fast and furious combat. You are dashing across the ground, shooting into the sky, and destroying your enemies. It is so much fun. There are small enemies that are like fodder, there are bigger enemies that are mechs, and there are giant mechs that you get to fight. All of which are very fun. It's always nice to have those little fodder enemies so you can actually feel like you're getting something done just a little bit here and there. You can also expect lackluster character building. There's not a huge amount available. I don't know if they're going to change that. You can also expect a very empty hub world. Now, I didn't hate this. I did wish that the My Arsenal area of your hangar was actually your arsenal. I wanted to update my mech. I wanted to mess around with my mech in my arsenal. I had to go to the middle hub area, which I couldn't even tell you. It just says access. The access hub, I guess you could call it. And that's the only place that you could actually use. There are people in your hangar that don't talk to you. You can walk up to your mech. You can't really get next to it. You can't touch it. I did take a few pictures using my screenshot tool on my Nintendo Switch to make it feel a little better. I'll put those up behind me. But there really wasn't a lot in the hub world. You can, however, expect flashy and giant cool mechs. If you're into this, if you build Gundams, you should really be playing Daemon X Machina. It's not a huge amount of changes so far that I've noticed, but I assume there's going to be a lot of customization available to your mechs. I did notice when I changed my arm, there was a little bit of detail where there was this bar over my arm, and that really did give me a little bit of hope. Here's what I want to see from Daemon X Machina, the changes that I really want to see happen, and I hope that they see this. There needs to be motion controls. I know it's not absolutely the most important thing, but it is going to change the experience, because you're in a 20-ton mech, and right now it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're a giant cardboard guy. A giant cardboard robot that's just sliding across the ground. It feels so light and effortless, and I guess that's cool and all, but I want to feel the weight when I slide. I want to feel it. I want to feel the weight of my mech. It's so important to me that I have an immersive experience, less than it is about combat, I guess. That's just my own opinion. However, I still find the combat very, very fun. I want to see different weapons. I want to see maybe a shotgun, a submachine gun, anything like that. I want to see swords. Swords would be so dope. A lance, a spear, any of those things would really add to the game. You could run up to these mechs and just slash at them. That would really add to the thrill of Daemon X Machina. What makes this game shine, and what I want to see make this game shine, is big awesome mechs that you're running around clashing with. It feels powerful. It feels strong. It feels like you are a skilled mech pilot. What I want to see from Daemon X Machina is satisfying, weighted mechanics that make me feel powerful. I want to feel strong. I want the attacks that I make, whether they're really effective, I want them to feel effective. It doesn't matter what I remember of the mechanics, as long as I feel cool. Really, for me. But that's the great thing about Daemon X Machina, is that the mechanics are great. Let me know what you want from Daemon X Machina. Let me know what you thought of the demo. I'd really love to start a discourse, a conversation in the comments. It is going to be a really great game. It's going to be a wonderful IP from Marvelous Games. I'm excited for it to come to the Nintendo Switch, and I hope you are too. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Affiliated consortiums. From here on, you will complete assigned orders and help us work toward a peaceful future. Thank you for your service.